Hello everyone, welcome to Math World. This video is to discuss Cambridge IGCSE Mathematics Paper 2, which is the Extended Mathematics for October-November 2023, and the code is 0580/23. So let's move on to question number 1. Okay, so question number 1. Tara goes on a journey by train. The train leaves at 0648. Right, this is the 24 hours time. The journey takes 12 hours and 35 minutes. Find the time when Tara arrives. Okay, so for this question, we just need to add up the duration of the journey with the departure time. So 0648 plus 12:35. Okay, so 48 plus 35, you will be getting 83, and then 6 plus 12, it will be 18. Okay, but then we know that the 83 is a minutes, so we have to minus 60 minutes and plus 1 hour. Okay, therefore this is 1923. Okay, so you can just write 1923 or probably 7:23 p.m. Okay, so that's the solution of this question. Okay, so now for question number 2. From this list, write down a cube number. So a cube number means that, okay, 2 cube, let's say 1 cube is 1. So cube number is 1. Okay, 2 cube is 8. So 8 is the cube number. So that's the meaning of cube number here. Right. So therefore, if you consider 3 cube, that is 27. Okay, 27. And then 4 cube, that is 64. Therefore, our answer is 64. Because of 4 cube equals to 64. Okay, which one is a prime number? Okay, basically prime number will have a factors of 1 and itself. That means it can be divided by itself and also just 1. Okay, so from here we know that 63 can be divided by 7. Okay, 66, since this is an even number, then it can be divided by even numbers. So 68 also can be divided by 2. Let's say divided by 2. 69, it can be divided by 3. Okay, divided by 3. So it means that it's only 61 as a prime number. Okay, so for question number 3, the stem and leaf diagram shows the heights in centimeters of some plants. So this key 10/4 represents 10.4 centimeters. So find the median height. So from here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 data. Okay, so the median is basically 13 plus 1 divided by 2. This is a position of the data. Alright, this means it is data number 7. So when data number 7, obviously that is 12.2. Alright, so now B, work out the mean height. So mean height means that you have to plus all data divided by the number of data here. So now I will get 10.4 because 10/4 means 10.4. So get all the actual values first. Right, then from here I will be getting mean equals to 10.4 plus 10.8, then plus the 11.1 plus 11.3 plus 11.4 plus 11.6. So just add up all the values, then plus 12.2 plus 12.3 plus 12.6 plus 12.9, then plus 13.2 plus 13.6 plus 13.9, and there are 13 data here. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, so all of this divided by 13. Then from here, you will be getting 157.3 over 13, and at last, it will be 12.1. Okay, so that's the mean height of 12.1 centimeters. Okay, now the next question is number 4. Subhu invests $750 in a savings account for 5 years. The account pays simple interest at a rate of 1.8% per year. Calculate the total interest she earns during 5 years. Okay, so now we need to count total interest. So basically, the formula, okay, the simple interest, which is I, this is the interest, I equals to PRT over 100. So the P is the principal value, the R is the rate, and then the T is the time. Okay, so from here, I will just write total interest. So the principal amount is $750. The R is 1.8. Okay, then times T is 5 because of 5 years over 100. So from here, you will be getting $67.50. So that's the solution of this question number 4. Okay, so for question number 5, the diagram shows triangle ABC. M is the midpoint of AC, okay, midpoint. So triangle ABC is rotated 180 degrees about center M. Okay, center M. The image and the original triangle together form a quadrilateral ABCD. So now A, writes down the mathematical name of the quadrilateral ABCD. Okay, so when you rotate over here, right, for 180 degrees, basically you will be getting, when you rotate, so this will be, the B will be just opposite, right? So that means you will be getting this. Then it will be parallel to each other because of the rotation. So it will be the same shape. Okay, so for this case, this quadrilateral, that means this is a D. This quadrilateral is a parallelogram. Alright, so that's the name of the quadrilateral. So just write parallelogram. Okay, so solve for the A. B, find angle BAD. So angle BAD, okay, this side. So this angle, alright, how do we get it? Very simple. Firstly, I need to find BAC. Okay, so BAC is basically 180 minus 112 minus 44 degrees, because one triangle, the total interior angles is 180. So I will write BAC, angle BAC. So angle BAC equals 180 degrees minus total of the other two angles, 112 and 44. So 112 and 44. So when you minus, this is going to be 180 degrees minus 156 degrees. So end up with 24 degrees. Alright, now I need to get BAD. So my BAD, okay, so since here is 24 degrees, then now I need to find out what is my angle over here. Okay, so since this is rotation or parallelogram, I will say that the angle BCA, okay, angle BCA, or probably when you refer to these sides, it is the zigzag shape. Okay, that means this CAD, which is 44 degrees. Okay, so from here, I will say angle CAD equals to angle BCA, which is 44 degrees. So by referring to this diagram, so now BAD is basically 24 plus 44. Okay, so BAD equals to 24 degrees plus 44 degrees. Then you will be getting 68 degrees. So that's the solution of this question. Okay, now next question number 6. Rama asks a group of students how they travel to school. The table shows the probability of how a student chosen at random travels to school. So bus is with probability of 0.4, walk is 0.32, car is 0.17, and others will be blank. Now completes the table. So we know that total probabilities must be 1. Therefore, the other probability it should be 1 minus the rest of the total. Total of the rest of the values. Right. So when you minus, this is basically 0.11. So I will write 0.11. Okay, so B, there are 1,800 students at the school. Find the expected number of students that walk to school. So this 0.32 is basically the probability of one student walk to school. Okay, and now since there are 1,800 students, so now the number of students that who walks to school, it will be 1,800 multiplied with 0.32. Then you will be getting 576 students. Okay, part 7. Without using a calculator, work out 1 and 5 over 6 divided by 11 over 15. You must show all your working and give your answers as a mixed number in its simplest form. So mixed number means this form. This is what we call as mixed number. Alright, so what to do is 1 5 over 6 divided by 11 over 15. So first of all, I change the mixed number 1 5 over 6 into improper fraction. Okay, so this is what you call as proper fraction because the numerator has less degree or has less number than the denominator. So this is proper fraction. Right, so from here to make it to that form, what to do is basically you multiply 6 by 1 and then you plus with 5. Okay, so that is 6 times 1 is 6. 6 plus 5, it will be 11. So 11 over 6. When you divide, you change your divide form into times, you need to swap the numerator and denominator. So I change to 15 over 11. Then from here, the 11 can be cancelled off. Okay, so at last, you will be getting 15 over 6. And now this is not the mixed number, we need mixed number. So basically I can make it to the same denominator. Right, so now 15 over 6 is basically you can just further simplify. So basically in previous step I should continue. Okay, so divide by 3. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. 15 divided by 3 is 5. So I will be getting 5 over 2. So this 5 over 2 is 2 plus 2 plus 1 divided by 2. That means you get 1 plus 1 plus half, which is 2.5. Okay, so this is how we get it for question 7. Now, let's move on to question number 8. Find the highest common factor, which is a HCF of 48 and 80. Okay, so now I have to get the factors. So factors of 48. It can be 1 times 48. Okay, then it can be 2 times 24. Then it can be 3 times 16. Or you can just write 48 divided by 3 is 16. Then 48 divided by 4, you will be getting 12. Okay, then 48 can be divided by 6 to get 8. So these are the factors of 48. Now, for the factors of 80. So it can be A1 times 80. Then it can be 2 times 40. Okay, so the next one is 80 divided by 4. So divided by 4, it will be 20. Okay, after that, divided by 5, that it will be 16. Okay, then divided by 8, it will be 10. So all these are the factors of 80. And now we need to find out what is the highest common factor. So highest common factor, okay, so 1, 2, 4, okay, 4 here. Then we have 8. After that, we have 16. Alright, that's all. So out of this, all these thick numbers, alright, 16 is the highest. Okay, therefore, HCF is 16. So here we should write 16. Okay, now question number 9. Given P equals to 2WY squared over 3. Find the positive value of Y when P equals to 108 and W equals to 8. So P equals to 2WY squared over 3. Then from here, I will just move the 3 to the right side. So 3P is 2WY squared. Okay, so now replace the P. So 3 times 108 equals to 2 times 8y squared. So then from here, 3 times 108 is basically 324. So 2 times 8 is 16. So 16y squared. Then from here, I will get y squared equals to 324 over 16. And then you will be getting 81 over 4. That's your y squared. And now when you look at the question, we need positive value of y. So instead of writing y is plus minus square root of 81 over 4, now we just direct consider positive square root of 81 over 4, because the question mentioned clearly that you need to find positive value of y. Therefore, this is 9 over 2. So that's your y value. Okay, so for question number 10, given vector AB is 7 minus 3, find 3 times the vector AB, okay, 3AB. So 3AB is basically just times 3 to the components of the vector. So 3 times 7, I'll get 21. 3 times minus 3 is minus 9. So that's your solution, 21 and minus 9. Now B, find the magnitude of AB. So now, for your information, to get the magnitude, let's say you are given, you are given a vector A with x1, y1. So the magnitude A is basically square root of x1 squared plus y1 squared. Okay, so then from here, magnitude of AB, since the vector AB is given, you will just take square root of 7 squared plus minus 3 squared. Then from here, you will be getting square root of 49 plus 9, which is 58. Okay, then from here, you can just calculate your value up to 3 significant figures. So now I will write down the value first. That is 7.61577. And now when you round up to 3 significant figures, so 3 significant figures, you require the 5. Okay, this is a 4th significant figure. So now this 5 is 5 and above, therefore you round up. So I will get 7.62. That is your magnitude of AB. Okay, now for question 11, a bronze sphere has radius 3.6 centimeters. The density of bronze is 8.05 grams per centimeter cube. Now find the mass of the sphere and give your answer in kilograms. Look at here, this is gram, right? Now you have to convert to kilograms and correct to the nearest gram. The volume of the sphere is given as V equals to 4 over 3 pi r cubed. And then the density is given by this formula. Okay, so now first of all, I have to find the mass. Mass means I need to find out what is my density and volume. Density is given, so volume is unknown. Therefore, first step is to get the volume. So volume is 4 over 3 pi r cubed. So now when I substitute the values, 4 over 3, pi is 3.142. Okay, the r is given 3.6. So here is 3.6 cubed. Then you will be getting 195.4575 centimeter cube, because your radius is in centimeter. Okay, now to get the density, okay, so we know that density is mass over volume. So from here, I will just write down the formula first. Density equals to mass over volume. Okay, then now you need to calculate what is the mass. So the mass is density multiplied with volume. Okay, because you just move up the volume. So now density is given 8.05 grams per centimeter cube. Okay, so now I will just write here 8.05 grams per centimeter cube. Then you multiply with the volume, which is also in centimeter cube. Then here I will get. Okay, now when you look at the calculations here, the centimeter cube is cancelled. Okay, therefore I will be getting 1573.43 grams. Okay, because the numerator is grams. And now when you look at the question here, you need to leave your answer in kilograms. So we know that 1 kilogram equals to 1000 grams. So from grams to kilograms, you divide. So now I will just write this is same as 1573.43 over 1000. Okay, then here when you divide, it will be 1.573 because you are moving it to the, you move the dot backwards 3 units. Therefore, you are getting this result. Okay, then 43 kilograms. And now you need to get correct to the nearest gram. Okay, so correct to the nearest gram, this is basically 1.573 kilograms. Right, because we need to leave your answer in 3 significant figures. Wait, so here it will be 1.57 kilograms. Okay, to the nearest grams. So that's the solution of this question. Okay, now for question number 12. Oliver sends 22% more messages in June than in May. He sent 305 messages in June, okay, in June than in May. Find how many more messages he sent in June than in May. Okay, so 22% extra, right, in June than May, and then the extra one means that this 22% is for 122% compared to the May. Okay, compared to May. So let's say X is May. Let X be the messages sent in May. Right? So because of more, it will be 100 plus 22, which is 122%. So over 100%, then multiply with X. So from here, I will get equals to 305. Then 122 over 100 times X equals to 305. Okay, so now the X, it will be 305 times 100 over 122. So you move up the 100 and divide, okay, and move down the 122. Then from here, I will be getting 250. So that means in May, okay, in May, Oliver sent out 250 messages. And now the question asks for how many more messages he sent in June than in May. That means you need to count the difference. Okay, so the difference, it will be 305 minus 250. And then you will get the extra 55 messages. Okay, now next question, number 13. The graph of y equals to 2x plus 1 is drawn on the grid. Okay, this is 2x plus 1. By shading the unwanted regions of the grid, find and label the region R which satisfies these inequalities. Okay, so basically y equals to 2x plus 1 already already given in the diagram. Now you need to draw y greater equals to 1. Okay, so we draw y equals to 1 first. So y equals to 1 because you need to include 1 here in your inequality. Therefore, we use solid line. But then for the second line, there is less than. There's no equal sign. So what I need to do is, right, so for 4x plus 3y less than 12, I let 4x plus 3y equals to 12 first. Okay, then from here, my 3y, or probably I would say I'll get the y as a subject first. So this 4x move to the other side, I will be getting 3y less than 12 minus 4x. And now instead of less than, I let it be equal sign. Okay, and now I need to get 2 points to get to draw this line. So when x equals to 0, I will get 3y equals to 12, which means my y equals to 4. Then when y equals to 0, 0 equals to 12 minus 4x. Therefore, your x is 3. So now here I get 2 points. So points with coordinates 0, 4, and another one is 3, 0. Okay, so now I will mark these 2 points 0, 4. So let's say 0, 4, and then another point is 3, 0. So when x is 3, y is 0. Okay, so now use ruler to join these points, these 2 points. Right, so here I simply draw, but for you, please draw using these 2 points using ruler. Okay, my graph won't be accurate here because I'm not using ruler. So for you, please draw using ruler. Okay, roughly like this. Right, not so accurate. So this is my y equals to 1 over 3 of 12 minus 4x. Okay, so now because we need to draw the unwanted region, so basically your first unwanted region is less than 2x plus 1, y less than 2x plus 1. Okay, so less than means, okay, look at here, this is your y equals to 2x plus 1. So when less than means it will be below, right? So here, below, right, below, all these are unwanted region. Okay, then for the y greater equals to 1, your unwanted region is y less than 1. Okay, so y less than 1 means below the blue line. So now below the blue line, unwanted region. Okay, lastly, the last value, the last function, okay, so it will be 3y, or probably I will say 3y is greater equals to 12 minus 4x. This is the unwanted. So unwanted means that the region is above the line because it is greater than, right? So here it will be unwanted. So now obviously the wanted one, okay, the R, which is our wanted region, it will be just the blank region over here. Okay, so this is your region R. Okay, now for question number 14. The box and whisker plot shows information about the mass in kilogram of some parcels. Now, A, find the mass of the heaviest parcel. Heaviest parcel means what is this? Right. So you can just study this first. The difference is 0.5 kilograms, but then it has 10 squares. So divide by 10, that means each square is 0.05. Okay, so now I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I will say that here is 3.1, 3.2, 3.3. Okay, therefore, the heaviest parcel is 3.3 kilograms. Now B, find the interquartile range. Interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1, which is the upper quartile minus lower quartile. Okay, Q3 minus Q1. So for your information, when you look at this box and whisker plot, this is your Q1. The middle value is Q2, which is our median, and then this is Q3. So from here, my Q3 obviously is 2.4. Okay, because each square is 0.05. Then my Q1, it will be 1.5, 1.6, 1.7, 1.8. This is 1.85. So this is my Q1. So I will get 2.4 minus 1.85. So which is 0.55. So that is my interquartile range. Okay, now next question number 15. Given t equals to square root of 3d minus e, rearrange the formula to make d the subject. So t equals to square root of 3d minus e. Now you square both sides to eliminate the square root. So now I square both sides. So the square and square root cancel off. So left hand side you will get t squared. Then right side 3d minus e. And now to get the d as a subject, just leave 3d one side first. Means that now I have to move the minus e to the other side. Okay, so I will rewrite my 3d equals to t squared plus e. Then my d is just to divide the whole equation by 3. So it will be t squared plus e divided by 3. So this is t squared plus e over 3. So that is the solution of question 15. Okay, now question 16. A cylinder with height 12.5 centimeters has a curved surface area of 105 pi centimeter squared. Calculate the volume of the cylinder. Okay, so volume of cylinder, right? It is pi v equals to pi r square h. But then the curved surface area, right? Now let's see. This is the cylinder. So this is a curved surface area. Is basically it consists of the the area is basically the area of base times the not area of base. The curved surface area is basically the area of circumference for the circle times the height. Okay, so that means this is r. Let's say for example here is r, radius is r. So the curved surface area formula is 2 pi r h. Okay, 2 pi r h. Then it's given that it is 105 pi. Okay, and this is your h, 12.5. So now from here you are expected to find what is the r because the h is given. So then from here I will just write 2r, the h is 12.5 equals to 105. So now your r, it will be 105 divided by 2 times 12.5. This is 105 divided by 25. Okay, and you are getting 21 over 5. Now, then after you found this, substitute back into your v. So your v is pi r squared, 21 over 5 squared, 21 over 5 squared, as your r squared, then the h is 12.5. And at the same time, you can change your pi into 3.142. Okay, so your v equals to 3.142 times all these terms. So from here, you will be getting 692.811. And now I have to round up my answer correct to 3 significant figures. So by looking at the 8, which is our fourth significant figures. So since it is 5 and above, then you round up the 2. So it becomes 693. So that is your volume of the cylinder. Okay, now for question 17a, simplify this term. So 64y to the power of 27 and whole term to the power of 2 over 3. So we have a formula over here, right? If let's say you are given ab to the power of m, you can just bring the m into the bracket. I mean, it will be a to the power of m times b to the power of m. So that's the result. Then now by applying this formula, I'll get 64 to the power of 2 over 3 times y to the power of 27. Then this whole term with degree of 2 over 3. Then from here, you will be getting 64 to the power of 2 over 3 is basically 16 when you use calculator. Then this 27 times 2 over 3 is basically 18. Okay, so that's your solution of this question. Now B, simplify x minus 5 divided by x squared minus 25. So we have a formula, difference of squares. So a squared minus b squared is basically a minus b times a plus b. And notice that the x squared minus 25 squared can be written as x squared minus 5 squared. Okay, then now apply this difference of squares. I will split it into two factors, x minus 5 and x plus 5 for the denominator. So now my numerator remains as x minus 5. Then from here, you can cancel off x minus 5, and at last, you will be getting 1 over x plus 5. So that is your solution of this question. Okay, now question 18. F is proportional to the product means multiplication, of m and a. Calculate the percentage change in m when m is increased by 40% and a is decreased by 15%. Okay, one is increased, another one is decreased. Right now, I will write F is proportional to products of m and a. That means this is ma. So from the proportional sign, you change to equal sign, but then you have to multiply a constant, which is k, to the ma. Okay, so now change in f, right? I will say here, change in f, because you are not given the original m and also original a. So I will just direct find change in f first. So it will be k times change in the m multiplied with the change in the a. Okay, so because the m is increased by 40%, that means initially 100%, but now because of increase, we plus 40. Then over initial percentage of the m. This is a change in m. And then the a decreased by 15%. Initially 100% for a. Now decrease means minus. So you minus 15, then over 100 and multiply with a. Okay, so from here you will get k times 140 over 100m together with 100 minus 18 is basically 85. Okay, so from here when you calculate this, you are getting 119 over 100 kma. So that is your change in f. But then the question is asking for percentage change in f. So percentage change in f, we need to times 100%. So now percentage change in f, it will be, now here I get 119, okay? So 119 minus 100, because 119 over 100 means that it has increased by 19%, right? Because initially it should be 100. So then over 100, okay, then times 100%. That is your original percentage. So then from here, I'll get 19 over 100 times 100%, which is 19%. So it has increased by 19%. Basically, when you look at here, when the numerator is more than 100 means that it's increased. So 119, you just minus 100. That will be the percentage. Okay, now, next question, number 19. Calculate the obtuse angle PRQ. So PRQ, this is the angle. Alright, so when you look at this triangle, okay, you will find out that the opposite, you are given the angle 42 degrees, and then the opposite side is given. Okay, then, and the PQ is given 18, and then now you need to get the opposite angle. So obviously, this question must be solved using sine rule. Alright, so now I will write sine rule. So from sine rule, 18 over the angle over sine angle PRQ equals to 13.5 divided by sine 42 degrees. Okay, so to get the sine, right, this sine I move up, then this whole term I move to the other side, then you have to swap. Okay, interchange the numerator and denominator. So sine angle PRQ equals to 18 remains. So instead of 13.5 over sine 42 degrees, now becomes sine 42 degrees divided by 13.5. Then from here, I will be getting, okay, or because the question asking for PRQ, right? So I will just move the sine to the other side first. It becomes inverse sine. Then I will get more accurate answer because I don't want to round up my calculation on the right side. So I will write 18 times sine 42 degrees, then over 13.5. Then this is going to be 63.1 degrees. Okay, so from calculation, we are getting 63.1 degrees. But then the question asking for obtuse angle. So obtuse angle is basically the other angle, which is here. So we know that one straight line is 180. So the obtuse angle for this, it will be 180 minus 63.1. Okay, so then obtuse angle of PRQ, it will be 180 degrees minus 63.1 degrees. Then from here, you will be getting 116.9 degrees. So that is the solution of this question. Okay, let's move on to question number 20. X plus a times x plus 2 times 2x plus 3 is equivalent to these four terms. Find the value of each of a, b, and c. Okay, so now here I need to do expansion to get the cubic function. So I will expand the last two first. So here I will do expansion. That means now I will rewrite my x plus a. So when you do expansion, x times 2x, you will get 2x squared. X times 3 plus 3x. Okay, and then after that, 2 times 2x followed by 2 times 3. So then I will be getting plus 4x plus 6. And now I simplify first. So x plus a multiply with 2x squared. 3x plus 4x, it will be 7x. Then plus 6. And now here, you do expansion again. So x multiply with all the terms in the second bracket. So I will just write 2x cubed. So you just need to add the degree of x by 1. So it will be 7x squared plus 6x. Okay, then later on, followed by multiplying a into the second bracket. So you will be getting 2ax squared plus 7ax plus 6a. Then now I simplify all the terms. It will be 2x cubed plus, okay, now group these two terms together because they are having the x squared. So it means that you can factorize x squared. So when I factorize x squared, I will get x squared bracket 7 plus 2a. Okay, and same goes to the other term. The other term, 6x and 7ax. So I will factorize x. So once I factorize x, I will get positive 6 plus 7a. And lastly, just left 6a. Okay, so now I will compare with the given four terms. So equals to 2x cubed plus bx squared plus cx minus 18. So from here, I will compare, right? Which means, so when you compare, 7 plus 2a is b. Alright, so I will write 7 plus 2a equals to b as the first equation. Then after that, 6 plus 7a is c. So 6 plus 7a equals to c. And lastly, 6a is minus 18. So 6a equals to minus 18. So from here, the third equation, I can direct find my a. My a will be minus 18 divided by 6, which is minus 3. Okay, I let this be the third equation. So to find the b and c, I have to substitute into first and second equation. So now from first equation, my b is 7 plus 2a. So 7 minus 6 is 1. Okay, then from second equation, my c is 6 plus 7a. So that means you will be getting 7 minus 6 minus 21, which is minus 15. Okay, so then just write down the final answer. A is minus 3, B is 1, C is minus 15. So done for this question. Okay, now next question, question 21. The diagram shows a cuboid, right? AB is 14, BC is 5 is given, CG is 8 centimeters, M is the midpoint of HG. Okay, so HG is same as AB, the length, which means when M is a midpoint, I know that HM is 7, MG is 7 centimeters. Now A, calculate BM. Alright, so now when you need to calculate the BM, what to do is, you see the B is on the plane BCFG. Right, B is on the plane of BCFG. Then now the M is on the other side, which is on the HG. To get the length of BM, right? So now we use a concept of finding angle. Okay, looks like that. So now it's like before you get the angle, you need to find the length first. Alright, so since the B is on the plane BCFG, so this point must join to the diagonal of the plane. So you draw a diagonal line here. Draw a diagonal line, and then this diagonal line, right, when you join to the MF, it will be 90 degrees. That is the concept, right? So then from here, I will redraw the diagram. Okay, so now it becomes a right angle triangle. So it's basically like this. Okay, my right angle triangle, my 90 degrees, the right angle is at BGM. Okay, so here, that means my M is over here. This is my M. So M connected to G, and then G connected to B. So MGB is 90 degrees. MGB 90 degrees. Alright, so now the MG is 7. Okay, then you need to find what is your BM. So that means to get the BM, since this is right angle triangle, we should use Pythagoras theorem, provided we know what is BG. So which means now I need to find BG. So when you need to find BG, okay, so BG, which is this, right? So when you look at this triangle, BCG, okay, so I will draw another triangle. This is G, this is C, and here B. So now here must be 90 degrees because it is vertical plane. And then GC is 8, BC is 5. Then I can find the BG. Once I found the BG, I will substitute into the first triangle. Okay, so by using Pythagoras theorem, BG squared equals to BC squared plus CG squared. So that means this is 5 squared plus 8 squared, which is 89. Okay, so now I know that BG squared is 89. So now I need to find BM. So this one is found. So again, BM, using the same formula, which is the Pythagoras theorem. But now since your BM is the hypotenuse now, okay, and I need to find BM instead of BM squared, so I will just take square root of BG squared plus MG squared. So now my BG squared is basically 89. Then MG squared is given, the MG is given, so it will be 7 squared. So from here, at last, you will be getting square root of 138. So this square root of 138, when you round up to 3 significant figures, it becomes 11.7. So that is your solution of this first part. Now, B calculates the angle BM mixed with the base ABCD. Okay, now it's the same line, but then ABCD. So I better erase all this first. Okay, so BM with ABCD. This is a base. Alright, this is a plane. That means it's the angle between line and plane. Now, from here, we know that, okay, the B is on the plane. Alright, it is a flat plane. And then the M is the midpoint. So what to do is, you just draw the midpoints M, right, down to the plane, which is 8. And then here will be 90 degrees. Because the ABCD is a flat plane, right? So then from here, you need to find what is your angle between BM and the base. So BM and the base, that is this part. Okay, this is the angle that you need to count. Right? So then I will draw this triangle out. Okay, so I'll draw this triangle. Here is 90 degrees. And then M is on top. And then the horizontal is B. And now I need to find what is this angle. Okay, so I know that from M to the CD is 8. Right, BM already found just now. Okay, so I will label here 8. The BM just now was 11.7. This is the value where you round up. So better use the original value, square root 138. So here, square root 138. Okay, now to get this angle, the 8 is the opposite side. Okay, opposite side. And then the square root 138 is the hypotenuse. So when you have opposite and hypotenuse, that is basically sine. So I know that angle equals to inverse sine, right? Or probably I will just show step by step. I will write sine of the angle, sine of angle equals to opposite over hypotenuse. So now my angle equals to inverse sine, 8 over square root 138. Then this is going to be 42.9 degrees. So that is my angle. So now, next question, number 22. Now find the coordinates of the point, means just one point, where the line intersects the curve. You must show all your working. So when you see intersection points, that is the simultaneous equation. Okay, so now 4x plus y equals to 9 as the first equation. Then y plus x squared equals to 5 as the second equation. So now to solve simultaneous equations, probably you can just use substitution method or elimination method. So from here, I will use substitution method. So from first equation, I get the y as a subject by moving 4x to the other side. That means this is 9 minus 4x. Let's say this is the third equation. Now I substitute third equation into second equation. So I will get 9 minus 4x, that is my y, then I plus x squared and equals to 5. Then from here, I move all the terms to the left side because I get positive x squared on the left side. So then from here, I will get 9 minus 4x plus x squared minus 5 equals to 0. Then now when we simplify this, okay, I will get x squared minus 4x. The 9 minus 5, it will be plus 4 equals to 0. Okay, now you must show all your working. So for this case, you can just use quadratic formula to factorize it, or probably you can just direct factorize it. So probably I use quadratic formula. A is 1, B is minus 4, C is 4. So now when you use quadratic formula, ax squared plus bx plus c equals to 0. This is a general quadratic equation. Your x is found using minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, therefore you will be getting x equals to minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Right, so then from here you will get 4 plus minus, this is square root of 16, then minus 4 times 4 is still square root of 16, then over 2. Then at last you are getting 4 divided by 2, which is just 2. Okay, so then we need to get the point. Therefore, must find the y. So the y can be found using third equation. Y equals to 9 minus 4x. So now I will write from third equation, my y equals to 9 minus 4x. So my x equals to 2. That means my y is 9 minus 4 times 2, which is 1. Okay, therefore my point is with coordinates 2 and 1. Right, so that's all for this solution. Okay, so we have come to the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and share this channel with your friends if you enjoy watching my videos. And also stay tuned for more upcoming videos. Thank you. Bye.